football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on a squad from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So UTEP's offense comes on the field first today. And Kirk, this offense has a receiver that we consider underrated. Doesn't get the national attention, but boy, you leave him alone, and he can hurt you making plays.
I think that's a great way to sum him up. And also, you'll see him out in front of these running backs when they get out to be able to run the football and get big yards. He's the first one leading them down the way. So just does the little aspects of this offense that a lot of times pay off in the long run.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Brings up second down.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
They pick up a completion. It doesn't get big yards, but you know what? Enough for the first down. Let's move the sticks.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking downfield, it's Locklear. Pulls it in, it's Davis. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
And now from the pistol formation. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Miners will try to keep this drive moving. They're going to run it. Inside the 45. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the back gets the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Back to pass. It's Locklear. It's complete on the crossing route. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Miners with 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Davis. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And the Miners line it up with 1st and goal. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The offense threatening now. 1st and goal. And he'll set up to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Really good job here by the offensive line. The windows get very tight for the quarterback. They do a nice job of giving him time to work through his progressions. I know he wants to get this ball into the end zone. After all, this is the national championship.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. It's 3rd and goal early in this championship game. Can they punch it in and take a quick lead? On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Florida Atlantic's offense out there for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Just flings it out of bounds with the pass rush closing in. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
The Miners will kick it off to begin the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. They've had the break to make some adjustments. Let's see if they can get something going here to start the third quarter. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Short pass finds the tight end. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
A lot of times we talk about those tough, grinding yards. It's a running back that's fighting for those extra yards. Here, it's the tight end that needs to grind it out for 1st down yardage. Well done.
And a solid drive in the making here. It's another 1st down as they cross the 40. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be 1st down yardage.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. 1st down to the 45.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
It's a quick grab, and the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. And it's UTEP in front, Kurt. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. Pretty good chance it's going to come down to the final possession. Which guy can step up and make plays as we head to the 4th quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Back to throw again. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Here's the target, and it's complete. And we're able to move the sticks. Set up now, 1st down at the 34.
Boy, this is outstanding by this offense. 3rd down conversion. The wideout sells that he's going to go downfield, turns and breaks back to the quarterback, sees the quarterback's eyes, and he puts the football right on his numbers. Very nice 3rd down conversion on the curl.
Running back has it on a screen now. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Henry. They bring him down after a short gain there. And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? Caught quickly. They bring him down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Pass is caught. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Hey, this defense doing a good job all game long and not giving up many yards after the catch. Now working with this lead, trying to preserve it. Good job of keeping their eyes up and bringing this receiver down. Gave up some yards, but nothing big to try to hold on to this lead.
And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? Looking for 6. Touchdown, Owls. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Well, big-time players make big plays in big games. Great job here by the quarterback making a nice throw into the end zone for the touchdown. You go up by 3 here late in the game, kick the extra point, and make your opponent have to drive the length of the field to have to score a touchdown to beat you.
Here's the point after attempt.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter.
That makes the score Florida Atlantic 7, Utah.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. First play of the drive, they look to the right. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Looking to pass. It's Locklear. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Touchdown, Miners. They have taken the lead with time running down.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
The PAT is important when they get a 3-point lead. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the 4th quarter. Can they hang on?
That makes the score Utah 10, Florida Atlantic 7.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game, final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Grab down the middle. It's Henry. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, this quarterback right now is throwing in sync. That's 3 throws on this drive to start things off, 3 completions, and a nice gain there.
And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game, final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's hauled in way downfield. Touchdown, FAU. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Chris, I really wondered what direction they might go here with the national championship on the line. What a nice throw, but what impresses me is the catch and then the run after the catch to get the ball into the end zone. They go up by 3 now late in the game. An extra point here will force your opponent to have to drive the length of the field to beat you.
And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter.
That makes the score. Florida Atlantic, 14. Utah, 10.
So after the late touchdown, they'll kick it away here and hope the defense can hold on to seal this W. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. The return man is brought down, and that makes it official. We have our national champions.